Okay, today we are playing a game on Hollywood. We are in the Gold SR range, and we will be playing Lucio the entire way through. We are also on the console today, so consider yourself forewarned. Our current team composition is... it's goats. It's boring. It's goats. What more is there to say? Let's just start the game. So, we have to attack Hollywood first, which, if you get the first point is not usually too much of an issue up until, like, the very end of the last checkpoint, but... so, things are gonna go great, because first off, Mercy's dead, not Diva's dead, but we can see Reinhardt is being dragged off to his death right now. There's a Bastion over there, by the way, up on top of that there, balcony area. So, that's very scary. So, that first push, you know, it went pretty well, but I'm feeling like there might be a little bit of room for improvement somewhere, you know, perhaps if we could all survive through the gate, that'd be great. So, we have to wait for our team to regroup, but our team doesn't really want to do that. Diva's just going to go in right now, and she's going to get demeched in front of Bastion, so good luck, Diva. We run, like, right up to the Roadhog, presumably to try and, like, peel for the baby Diva, and we almost die, but we managed to escape around this way. Now, our team is actually still fighting in there, and somehow the Bastion team seems to have been taken by surprise by Reinhardt, who can have done nothing fancier than just ran up the doorway behind them. So, great job, enemy team. You're killing it right now. So we're fighting this Roadhog right now. It's taking him a while, but he's fucking dead now. So even though that fight was an absolute nightmare, what a mess. Oh my god, it worked out in our favor. And really, that's all that matters, isn't it? So we've almost got sound barrier built up. We don't need to be in the healing aura right now. Everybody's basically full health. Diva's going off to get hurt right now, but most of this time right now we could have been in speed aura, which is what we want to be in as much as possible. Even like right here, we see this person's wounded, but they're like really far away from us, right? So we should speed boost up to the person so we can get there faster to heal them, rather than healing all the way up to them when we could have just gotten here faster, basically. Lucio, you just want to be in the speed aura as much as physically possible, because that's kind of the whole point of Lucio. None of the off supports, or the off healers, whatever the terminology, none of them are chosen because of their healing. Lucio happens to have pretty good healing for an off healer, right? Like, he definitely beats Zenyatta, no doubt. Unless you count Transcendence. But, like, none of them are picked for their healing, because, I mean, they're off healers. They don't do all that much healing, just kick to the table, I'm sorry. So they're all picked for their utility. So we really want to, like, if we're playing an off healer, we want to leverage the utility as much as possible. And Lucio's is the speed boost. So a bunch of our team got picked off right there. We have to wait for them to regroup. We didn't need to use Amp It Up right here because, like, nobody's that hurt. Roadhog's in here, sure, but he's running away taking a breather right now, so he's not going to do that much damage. So we use Amp It Up to heal, like, a little bit of damage on Mercy, which really didn't do much. So we should be in the speed aura this whole time again, because everybody's full health. If you're using the healing aura, but everybody's full health, you're not healing anybody. So that's the same as your aura being turned off. Just any healer. Try to avoid healing people who are full health. So we heard Bastion use tank, so we broke it down. We should have just been in speed aura, especially if you're gonna use break it down, because you kind of want to, like, get them in there while they have the sound barrier on them, so that, you know, they can use the big beefy shield. And if they're under that shield, they're probably fine. If you're using sound barrier to save somebody, like Reinhardt's done something stupid, it's always the Reinhardt. If the Reinhardt's done something stupid, you're trying to save him, so you sound barrier, then fair enough, you're gonna heal him under the barrier. But otherwise, like, if you're, like, trying to pick a fight with sound barrier, you want to, like, get him in there, because the barrier doesn't last that long. You want him in there, getting it done. So we are trying to bully this here Roadhog to death again, and oh god, it took a while, but we got him dead. We got him dead. Was it worth the cost of the coalescence? No, not really, but it is what happened, so I suppose we'll have to live with that now. Moira's low health around here. We don't need to be in healing aura. Again, right here. This is going to be a lot of it, right? Because we see the Mercy's coming here now. Mercy's trying to tether to the Moira right now, so we can just change into the speed aura right there. There's going to be a lot of this video. It's like speed, 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 speed. We want to go fast, like Sonic. So, even right here, Because we're, like, trying to bully this guy, right? Like, nobody's really taking much damage, except for the people who are getting mowed down by Bastion. But trust me, our healing aura isn't going to save that person. So we're better off just being in the speed aura to try and get this guy dead, or get up on the Bastion. Bastion's dead now. Here comes their Reinhardt. Ooh, scary. He's upset that we didn't get pinned on that one. He felt like he should have got it. Could be in the speed aura. We're in the speed aura now. Especially if we're going to, like, chase after kills, right? Like, we really want to be in the speed aura to get him dead. So here's Reaper, up to no good. Reaper's leaving now. We know they have a Reaper. Reaper is not actually that good against goats, so don't do that. This isn't, like... It's not like goats, but, you know, it's not like the most goats that a goat could be, but it's goats. Reaper is not actually, like, that good at goats, against goats, counterintuitively. Mostly just because, like, yeah, he kills the tanks, that's great, but, like, goats usually has, like, Hammond, or Diva, Bridget, Lucio. All of these people kinda, like, he can't do much. Reaper's thing is always, like, he doesn't like crowd control very much, so, like, or high mobility heroes, so tends to not actually be that good against goats. So there Moira's using Coalescence right now. We almost got pinned right there, running straight into that Reinhardt, but we didn't get pinned, so it's okay. He's upset probably again. So we built up Sound Barrier, we're just going to use it right now. That's fair enough. This fight's pretty much, like, happening at this point. So we run in here after this boy. Frankly, Diva should pretty much just be able to handle Roadhog, especially since she also has Sound Barrier on her right now. So I'd actually rather go off and try and, like, help kill the Bastion or something like that instead, who is a slightly higher priority target than Roadhog is. But, yeah, we went in there, we bullied the Roadhog to death for, like, the 5,000th time, so he's got to be feeling good about that one. And here we just kind of, like, stand around in front of Bastion and get shot. Not doing a good job of, like, putting the moves on him. Just kind of, like, hung out in front of him. So he's a tank now. He's dead now. A lot of our team are dead. Looks like Reinhardt just got his legs kicked out from under him. Mercy was there to revive him. But this is all, like, this all, frankly, doesn't matter that it's happening right now because we captured the checkpoint. So, frankly, whatever happens over here, I don't care. I don't care. Because, like, ultimately... Who captured the checkpoint? It's us, and that's the important thing. They're fighting over a checkpoint they lost, so it's fine. It's taking it, like, we're not doing a very good job of just, like, regrouping right now, because, like, this fight's gone, like, I've been an absolute fucking travesty, all things considered. Like, we captured this checkpoint. Everybody could have just hung out in the spawn and waited for the team to die and regroup and then come out here and just fight them together. But instead, it's literally just been one person dies and here comes the replacement. One person dies, here comes the replacement. And that's just kind of been it for a while. Now, Zarya's used Graviton. It was not a particularly good time to use Graviton. Oh, he got us in the end, but he's still upset for different reasons this time. Reaper just span on us, but nothing really happened, so... So we're trying to get our team to, like, speed boost in to try and get these kills as they retreat. Our team wasn't super with us on it. Oh, no. Oh, God. Did he kill anybody? No, he did not. The enemy team's helping us a lot, honestly. Honestly, the enemy team's doing a lot for us right now. So we've almost got Sound Barrier built up again. Bastion's just sat out here with no barrier in front of him, so he's just been getting killed right there. Speed Aura. Let's go. Because Bastion's dead. That's it. What else do they got? They got Reaper? Whatever. We'll run away from Reaper. It's fine. We'll just go after them instead. Speed boost after them. Especially since we've almost got our Sound Barrier ready to go. We're trying to yell at our people, speed boost, go, 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 go. But our team, you know, they're not as with it as we are for some reason. Even though we could just go in there and slap the bad men. Speed boost, speedy boost, speed boosts. fast boys. Nobody's being healed right now. We're probably healing like a little bit of chip damage. Moira's right there. She's the main healer. Whatever, let her take care of it. We just heard tank get used, which is why we dropped the beat right there. Or the tank's hanging out behind the Reinhardt barrier, which is extremely inconvenient, but he's had to come out to touch the point sooner or later. And then he died to Mercy. How sad for him. Here he comes. Oh. Poor Reinhardt. So the enemy team, we've learned from that round right there, is bad. This skin, I'm not a huge fan of it. It's no Froggy Boy, which is still my favorite Lucio skin, okay? I love Dead Frog. He's my favorite musician. My favorite band. Oh, God. This is the thing when you're pushing the right arrow key. That's right next to 0 on the numpad. And 0 takes you back to the start of the video. Which is not what we're looking for. So now, we got a Bastion. This must be where we're Bastion goats. This is where we're Bastion goats. Hey, man. 3 tanks. What's Bastion's ult? Configuration tank. Too easy. So, we got some rockets coming at us. Is it rockets or bombs? It's rockets. Okay. So, that's inconvenient, because we don't really have anything that kills Pharah. This is always a concern I have with any team comp, basically, when you're defending, is like, do you have something that can feasibly kill Pharah? If no, maybe consider changing to have something that can feasibly kill Pharah. Because the attacking team is just so likely to pick Pharah, especially on maps like Hollywood, Volskaya, you know, just like really popular Pharah maps, basically. Which is a lot of maps, actually. Pharah is pretty popular. It's just one of those things where if you don't have anything that can kill Pharah, like, you can't just let a Pharah sit up there uncontested. You feel? Because Pharah is one of those heroes where if you got nothing to temper her even a little bit, she'll just kill your whole team. So that's something I'm always concerned about. I probably worry about it too much, to be honest with you, but like, whenever I see a team come and I'm like, oh, there's nothing that can kill Pharah, I'm concerned. Bastion's a hit scan hero, right? He'll do it. He'll do it. No problem. No problem. So, there Reinhardt, he did a bad, and he charged way too deep, and we killed that man. So, speedy boy. Speedy boy. I know the orb just flew through, but, like, frankly, Moira should heal these people, so I still want to be in speed, all the same. If we're gonna be in healing, like, literally just, like, half a second when we see the orb come through, and, like, it's back to speed. We really want to be fast. I want to be fast, anyway. That's one of my greatest dreams. So our Mercy just got pinned, so that's bad for her for getting pinned, and bad for Reinhardt for not countercharging that. Bastion's also dead right now, and Bastion is, you know, once Bastion dies, it's going to be really hard for us to win a team fight, because that's just how the Bastion comps are. This boy's dead. Don't bother. Don't bother. Just don't even think about it. So, could be in speed aura right now, because no Healy was happening. Now we could change to healing aura for like half a second to get back up to full health. That would be fine. But we've elected to stay in speed. Now we're in the Healys. Don't need to be in the Healys anymore, because everybody's full health again now. If nobody's getting healed and we're in the healing aura, that's the same as having our aura turned off. Speed, speed, speed. I know, you're like, Jesus Christ, the record player's broken. I've heard this song before, but like, it really is like 90% of Lucio, to be honest with you, is speed. So, that just killed a bunch of people. That's gonna make it different. And look, oh, we killed her. Oh, she's alive again. We should just be leaving. We should not be engaging in this fight right now. As soon as, like, we saw, basically as soon as we saw the other two people die, we should have just been leaving to regroup with our team, because we've just ended up being staggered, and now Zarya's staggered as well. That would have happened regardless of what we did, but 2 staggerings happened. Now Bastion's staggered, so basically, like, fighting over this checkpoint is starting to get really hard to do. Oh, now we got picked off again. No need to shove our face in the doorway. I guess we might have body blocked one of the shots that was coming from Mercy, if we're being, like, super optimistic about everything that happened. But, like, we just shouldn't have poked our face out the doorway, because now we just got picked off. Now we have to regroup again. Staggering is very, very bad. Don't do that. I can just hear like 1,000 voices at once right now, so I was trying to parse all of the noise I was hearing in my head. Oh god, lots of coalescence. No need. Like, they're not doing anything right now. Like, if they start trying to make an attempt to go through this doorway, maybe then I'd use, sound barrier, but like, they've lost their pharmacy, so like, they have like no DPS left on their team anymore at this point. So, like, just coalescence, I'm not gonna bother. Like, if they really make an attempt to go through the door, alright. But otherwise, nah. So, they didn't get a whole lot done. Their pharmacy is back now, but their Reinhardt is dead. Oh, no. There we go. Okay, I was like, no barrage. Blizzard and the delayed barrage. Do you see that? Do you see that space squid? Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Oh yeah. Get some spin on that, my boy. Do we know what the name of the space squid is? He's in a spray as well, right? Do we have the lore on the space squid? Do we know who that is? It might just be the space squid. Maybe I've invented his name right there. So, we now have something to contest Farah. It's Diva. That's definitely something, which is better than nothing, which is what we had previously. Team's going in a little bit ahead of everybody, but, I mean, we got the Graviton in there. Ryan managed to kill 2 people with 1 charge, which is very above average, mostly because you usually expect the Reinhardt to die when he pushes charge, but, hey, he got 2 people with his charge. Incredible. So, we've managed to fend them off. Now, we do have to defend for another 4 minutes, but we're on the last checkpoint on Hollywood now. One of the hardest points, in my opinion, to actually push as far as payload maps go. This and third checkpoint, Route 66, both really hard to actually capture. This one's not so bad. Not as bad as Route 66, I find, mostly because you can catch the enemy team in a really bad spawn on Hollywood, right? Like, you get caught on that side of the hangar, right as they capture the second checkpoint, you gotta run all the way across the hangar. They're probably gonna get some picks on you, and then they get free time pushing through the hangar and a little bit up this pathway, so depending on how bad the stagger they get as well. Be real careful when you boop the charging Reinhardt, because that can super easily get somebody killed. Didn't, like, right there, whatever, not much happened, really, as a result of it, but be careful when you boop someone boop the charging Reinhardt, because that can kill someone. They're just like, I'm out of the way, and then you just, like, shift him a few feet to the left, you know? So this is happening right back here. This is all very awkward and very unfortunate for all parties involved, frankly. We're trying to get the Mercy is what I was going to say right there, out on the mirrors, and we're playing Lucio. It's hard for us to do that, so it didn't really work out super well. Oh no, we're trying to save this boy, we're trying to keep this boy alive. Oh god, this wall's really bad. Oh no. Like, Reinhardt could have gotten himself out of this situation, honestly. Like, he's had enough time that he could have just hopped down the right side and walked around this wall to get to safety, but instead he's elected to just, like, stay here. Like, he had options to try and get himself out alive right there. Oh, that's where she is. I heard Farah use her ultimate, but I was like, where is she? Oh, it turns out she was, like, right over there. True, that situation never fully resolved itself, did it? So I shouldn't have been surprised. I should have just known that's where it was. There's not a lot we can do about that one, really, as, like, the pharmacy situation as Lucio. It's just not our department, right? Given that we were doing Bastion Goats for a while in here, we probably would have been better off going with Zenyatta for a lot of this, and then there'd be, like, something we could do about this situation happening over us, right? Just because, like, our team has not really been very mobile. It's very, very sedentary team comp, so I think it would have benefited more from the Zenyatta than the Lucio. I don't want to use Sound Barrier right here. They've already lost the team fight, so, like, it didn't do a whole lot. It let us run after those people with more reckless abandon, but it was 2 people, so the Sound Barrier didn't really get us much value. Yeah, Zenyatta might have been better, just because of the more sedentary team comp. Now, you can argue that because our team was so immobile, we would want to have Lucio so that we can reposition more quickly in response to them running at us. And that's true enough. But I would counter with Transcendence and Discord are really fucking good. Especially, like, when you've got Bastion comp. Fuck, I'm gonna make that tank over there real unhappy. Real unhappy. And then they throw the Graviton on us, no problem, got the Transcendence. Because when you're a team that, like, you know, a more sedentary team comp like Bastion Goats, you know, you're more vulnerable to the big AoE ultimates because you're usually going to be cramped together anyway. So Transcendence gives you, like, a little bit of a buffer against that. More of one than Sound Barrier does. So they wiped us right there at the end. Feels bad, man. If we had Sound Barrier, maybe it would have gone differently, because we didn't get a lot of value out of that last one. So if we still had it for that team fight, like, it would have done nothing but improve our chances of winning the team fight, but we did get pretty resoundingly smashed on that last fight, so maybe not all the same. So we're doing the same thing as previously, but with an adjustment. Tuck real hard, boys. Alright. Oh, nobody's gonna get us over here. Oh, when they run around that corner, they're gonna be so pranked. Is it this button still? So, the scary thing about this is if they just, like, rush at us, because here's what, like, if they play properly, right, here's what they do. I'm trying to get, like, the right angle on this so I can draw well. If they figure out what's going on, they're like, alright, we wait right here. Alright, 3, 2, 1, Lucio, whoo! And then they rush around this corner and just kind of smack us. Farah comes over the top, obviously. She doesn't want to go through there with the peasants, and then she just, like, comes over the top and just shoots down at us, and that would be very unpleasant. Or they just grind up until they've got, like, barrage, and then Farah, they wait for a fight to start, and then Farah just comes over the roof and just barrages right on top of us. Or they switch to Junkrat, and they just, like, spam bombs into this area. Reinhardt's barrier breaks, and then it's all over. It's all over at that point, right? So there's, you know, we'll definitely maybe prank them the first time they come around the corner, but after that point, it's really going to be bad. And the first pranking didn't go particularly well. They kind of just walled off, ran onto the point, and then split our team up. And as soon as our team is split up, it's very hard for it to do stuff, because it's kind of like, we're all together, team, all together. So only having half and half isn't great. It's alright, it actually worked out. We failed the boop right there on that lady. It's okay, they got 5 seconds left. They're gonna have to rush to the point. Mei was gonna go left, then oh, we got her there! We got her there! Oh, she wasn't gonna make it, and we pushed her on. Careful when you boop people, because you might end up fucking it up. Presumably the idea was to last hit her with the boop or something. Well, that backfired pretty bad. Was she gonna make it? Was she gonna make it if we didn't do that? Make it. It would have been tight. It would have been tight. Somebody else did touch it, so it might have been long enough to still get the overtime as well. It's just very sad, regardless, isn't it, that happened. So they're gonna capture the point. Maybe. I didn't get this far in the video ahead of time, to be honest with you, so I'm not sure if they do or not. They should, but that doesn't necessarily mean they will at the same time. It doesn't look like they are anymore. No, I don't think they're gonna do it. They got sound barrier. Oh no! Oh no! Oh god, what a tragedy. Oh, Reinhardt's like, fucking finally got that motherfucker. Dodged my pin like 12 times. Oh, I got him that time though. I lost the checkpoint, but it's okay. I got the Lucio while he was dropping the beat, so I won in spirit. If I'm not Reinhardt, I'm like, I won. I won. But we lost. We might have lost, but I won. That's how I approach this game. A lot of the time, honestly. Yeah, we lost, but I won. And that's the important thing. So, we've got Reaper. Are we goats except for that? Yes, basically. So, you know, we got some interesting team comps going on, basically. So, Healing Aura, don't need to be in Healing Aura. Speedy Boys, Speedy Boys. Oh, Speedy Boys, Speedy Boys, Speedy Boys, Speedy Boys, Zarya! 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 Come over here! Oh, Reinhardt's gone. He's just gone. He did kill Moira, so that's great. Oh, now he's in a real scuffle in here. We've managed to get to him. Oh, he's dead. Did we speed boost to him? Okay. Alright. We started healing a little bit soon. We could have speed boosted a little bit longer to get to him faster, but we did it. We speedy boyed to get to him. So, Reaper, he's hacking, he's crept up behind that Bastion, and he's going to engage a very subtle hacking operation to disable the Bastion. And that's how you do it right there. So, the Bastion situation's been dealt with. And once the Bastion situation was dealt with, it became a lot easier to win the round at that point, didn't it? Especially since we only need the 1 tick. And just like that, easy clap, boys. We get to see play of the game. Who got play of the game? Probably Pharah, right? It might have been Mei. Maybe Zarya, but it was probably Pharah. It's like every Pharah play, like we know what it's going to be. Every Pharah play is usually actually a Zarya play. But, you know. Oh, this is actually not one of the Zarya plays. Oh, I was imagining the one where it was the late Blizzard on the Graviton, and then it turned into the Barrage. I thought it was going to be that one, but it was actually this fight right here. She did a lot of damage. That's what happens when the Pharah is uncontested for a really long time. Is like, that happens right there. Pharah right now, she's sitting over there like, Elo hell. Fucking scrubs. Jesus Christ. Does Pharah leave that team? That'd be fucking sick if I just saw Pharah disappear from that lineup right now. Come on. Give it to me. Didn't happen. God damn. I dreamed so big. Fuck it, let's look at what we got on the recommended while we're here. Why not? What we got today, YouTube algorithm? We've got... Alright, no. We're off to a bad start right here. No, I hate Rust. Nope, I hate Rust. When you flop quads and get action, a poker video. So, I've been learning how to play Mahjong. So I've watched a few videos about Mahjong. So I'm guessing that's how it's extrapolated that one out to poker. Because I can think of no other reason it would offer me poker. But I also don't know why it's bringing me Rust at the same time. So maybe it's just fucked up, right? Speedruns, good times. No. No. Bullying the most toxic player ever. That's something I'd watch, actually. I love that kind of shit. So, anytime there's a video about someone being salty, I'm big into it. What you got here? He ain't scared. Beyond scared straight. Alright. There's a fucking fly. You might have heard that one, because it decided to get right up on the microphone. 11 scariest things caught by drones. Is that fucking Titus? Is this fucking Titus running through a wheat field right here? That's what it looks like, right? Build house underground using wood. Primitive technology, building skill. Alright, sure. I don't know where that's come from either. Cruise ships in bad weathers have... I don't know what the fuck is any of... No, none of it. Literally none of it. Nothing. Except for this one. Maybe, but I still don't know where it got that one from either. No. Very bad. F-, please see me after class. So, thing that stood out the most in this game, I don't feel like we got a lot of value out of sound barrier in this game. I wasn't super stoked about most of the times. Well, I think like half the times we use sound barrier, actually. It's just now I remember like the most recent one in my mind, and I'm like, that was a bad one. They were all bad, because, you know, that's how life is. The one bad thing happens, you're like, it's all terrible. So there's that. We could have been in the speed aura more than we could have been, which is a lot of Lucio. Thinking about it, we didn't use like a lot of the walls in the game. Like, we didn't do that much wall riding. And granted, we weren't in that many convenient locations to do it either, because we didn't really fight on, like, the street for that long. But, you know, you want to use as much of your mobility as you can at the same time, and Lucio's got, like, a lot of interesting, movement abilities. It's one of those things where, like, I'll watch a Lucio video, and half the time it's the dude walking around on the ground in the healing aura a lot of the time. It's like, well, why don't you just play, like, Zenyatta or Bridget or something instead at that point, right? You're not really playing Lucio at that point. This game wasn't that bad. Like, I've seen way worse Lucio players, ones that are literally just terrified of using the speed aura because they're like, presumably they've been told they're playing a healer, you know, the same thing where the Moiras are like, you're a healer, so they never right click and they're always out of resource, so they're like, Lucio, you're a healer, and they never use the speed aura, even though that's like the whole reason you're picking Lucio. So there you go. So thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or just shitpost with us. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video and subscribe for similar content of mediocre quality in the future. And I hope you found the video helpful.